everyone, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and I have my second card for my December free make and take packets. How this works is if you spend $25 in my online store, I will send you one free make and take packet. If you spend $35, you earn 2, and if you spend $50, you will earn all 3. You can visit my blog, it's bobbystamps.com, for all the details, and I have all 3 pictures of the cards already there listed on my blog, as well as the hostess code that you need to use for this order. So if you want to get all the contents to make this card, and I'm going to post a link to my first make and take packet in this video right at the top, so that way you should just be able to click there to see the first one I made. But this is what we're going to make today. This is how I'm going to show you how to make this one today. So we will go ahead and get started. I'm using the Snowman Season stamp set, and then I used the stitched shaped dies to cut out the little oval there, so you'll receive that. Everything on the card you're going to receive. I'm going to send you a piece of Whisper White cardstock for you to stamp your snowman on. I can't send stamped images. So here's the oval. You'll receive the piece of basic black and then the strip of designer series paper that goes there. And then you're also going to receive the Coastal Cabana, and this has been embossed. I used the eyelet lace embossing folder. I thought those looked like snowflakes. I mean, you guys may not like it and want to use it on that card, but I thought it blended itself really well with that card. And then you're also going to receive a strip of basic black, and these I've already bannered the ends for you, and then the piece of Whisper White that we're going to do the sentiment on, and that piece is already bannered as well for you. And then your card base is real red. So I'm just going to go ahead and give mine a nice score right there and just put it out of the way. And I am going to show you really quick. I can show you, I guess, when I do it. I'm not going to pop mine out, but all I did was run the Coastal Cabana cardstock in that embossing folder, and then I used the little punch pack that comes with that. I think this one comes with the Birds of a Feather, if I'm not mistaken. No, it does not. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it is in the holiday catalog, and I just used that to pop out the snowflake. It comes with 4. It comes with the heart, the little bell, or the leaf, and the heart, and the bat. I cannot think of the name of the stamp set right now. If you need to know, ask me the question below, and I will make sure that I find out the name of that for you. And then I'm using the Let It Snow Specialty Designer Series paper again. That blends with the Snowman Season stamp set. So what I want to tell you first is, if you want to be able to line up your stamp perfectly, with the punch, and let me grab my punch to show you. So this is how the punch comes. If you guys can see that, and you can probably see my camera mount through the reflection of the snowman. But I'm going to show you how you can line these up perfectly, so when you go to punch that, you only have to do it one time, because, you know, if you do your snowman, you're going to probably end up popping out these things as well and waste cardstock. So what you're going to want to do is you want to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and you're just going to punch it out. Nothing stamped on it. You're just going to use it and punch it out. That's going to be your template. Now I'm just going to move these from the block just to show you. And this is a tricky thing to do. I didn't get mine lined up perfectly, and I'll show you on my little snowman. You can see that little extra border there that I had around him on that side. The arms I did pretty good on, but the snowman, and that could also have been me not lining it up perfectly with the punch. I mean, there's just a couple of different scenarios that could have went wrong. I'm going to try to do the arms first, because those are kind of close together, and that was what I found to be the most tricky when I did this the first time. So can you see how that just touched that one and moved it? So, and it is really important, if you have like your piercing tool, I don't have mine over here with me, so I'm just going to use my snips, but I'm just trying to lay that in there where it's lined up perfect with what I have punched out. Then we're going to take the snowman and do the same thing. Just lay him in there as perfect as you can and try not to move anything. And then you're just going to pick all of them back up on your block. So you're putting them, just lay them down as if you were going to pick them up on a block. The side that you're going to stamp in ink is the down side. So when I pick this up, I'm ready to ink them up. So hopefully I did that pretty good, and it will turn out pretty good. We're about to find out. So I'm going to use Memento ink and ink up the images really good. And then you're just going to stamp it down. Now I'm using the Stampin' Blends. You guys can leave your snowman blank if you want to. You don't have to color him in, but I wanted to add that little pop of color. So I'm going to grab my punch, and we're just going to line, and see how everything is lining up so good. Now I'm just going to kind of look at my snowman a little bit, and then try to look at everything else and see. I think that's okay, so I'm going to go for it. Okay. So I'm just going to keep, and then you can keep this one because you punched it out. I mean, you're going to get one every time. This is my original. I had made a mistake on it. I'm going to keep this one because, like I said, that one is one that I stamped on. But I can just put that right inside my case, my stamp case. And you're going to get the little nose, but we don't really need the little nose. But I think that looks really good. I think I did a very good job on this one. This arm is a little bit off, but I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to grab my piercing mat again, and then let's grab the Stampin' Blends. And there's really not a lot of coloring. I'm just going to do his nose or her nose. And for that I used the light pumpkin pie, and then this is the dark real red, and we're just going to do, we're just going to do the little hollies on the hat, and then just go ahead and do the hat. And you could do that, the little stripes on the hat, a different color if you choose to. I just did it all in real red. And then this one, I believe, is my light old olive, the light old olive, and it is. Okay, so that's basically all I did for that, just to add that little pop of color. And then you can use Tombow or you can use snail. It's up to you. I'm going to use just a drop of Tombow, and I'm just going to put it right here on the back of the hat. And then we're just going to lay that right there. Oh, let me pick him up and see if I can do it better that way. So we're just going to put his hat right there. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow here and a little bit of Tombow there. And then let's put his arms on. Just turn it over, make sure I have it in the glue. Takes just a second. I got that glue on the back of my finger. Takes just a second for the Tombow to kind of sit in. And then I'm just going to flip that over like that and let it dry just for a minute. I'm going to put my dimensionals on the back, so that will also help his arms and the hat to stay on. So let me grab my card base. Make sure I have it going in the right orientation. And I'm just going to put some snail on the back. You could use your Tombow glue. I feel like Tombow helps when you have embossed layers. It just makes it more secure. I like to use snail when I'm doing the videos because I feel like it makes the video go a little bit quicker. And I also like using the Tombow because it gives you just a few minutes to position in case you would put something down and not get it as straight as what you would like. It gives you that few minutes to go back and be able to readjust. Put some snail on the back of the basic black. And then I want a little bit of this peeking through, so I'm just going to kind of offset it just a little. And then I'm going to use some snail on the back of the real red. And we're just going to put it, make sure I get my card straight. Just do it kind of like that. And then let's grab him and some dimensionals. And like I said, I'm going to place one right there between his head and the hat. And then I'm just going to put one right in the center of the arms, and then one right there at the bottom. I mean, that the Tombow is very strong glue. I'm just trying to be careful right now because I just put everything down and it might move on me. And then we're just going to put him right in the center of our oval. Let's move this. I must have some snail or something there. I'm going to grab my piece of Whisper White and the Memento ink again. We're going to ink up our sentiment that says, hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. So just ink that up. And then I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to leave just a little bit down here because I want to put one of those snowflakes. And then I'm going to use my Tailor Tag punch to just banner the end. And then I'm going to use it to banner the end of the piece of basic black. Yours will already be bannered for you. And then I'm just going to kind of line that up like that. Now for this one I am going to use a little bit of snail because I do want to be able to position this the way that I want it on that piece of basic black. If I put it down with snail and I don't get it right the first time, I could mess it up, and I don't want to do that. Okay, and where's our card? So now let's put some dimensionals on the back of that. And then you're just going to line it up with the edge right there like that. And if you get yours and it's too long, you can trim it off there at the end. Now we're just going to take the embossed piece, and I'm going to need 5. And I hope I can get 5. I thought I would be, yep, I think I will. Yep. And so everybody got 5 in their kit. Now I'm just going to flip them over so I know which is right. If you kind of look, you can see which one is raised. And I'm going to use, let's see if we can use, I used mini. I'm going to use the mini dimensionals for that. I'm not sure where my piercing tool is. That's usually what I use to pick these up with. It makes it so much easier. But we're just going to put mini dimensionals, Stampin' dimensionals on the back, and place our snowflakes. You can place them wherever you want them, but I'm just going to follow. I'm going to move that one just a little bit more to the center. I'm just going to follow the same design that I did in my original card. That's why I like using my piercing tool. These are so tiny, and it makes it easier. I can kind of pick them up with that. Just kind of place one right there. And then we'll put one here, one there. And then this time I think I'm going to put it up in the top corner. On my original card I put it at the bottom, so I'm just going to switch this up just a little bit. And we'll put that right there. And I'm also going to switch it up a little bit by adding a little bit of glitter. So I have my clear Wink of Stella, and I'm hoping I have some glitter in here. There we go. And I'm just going to, because the paper is glittered, it has, I don't know if you guys can see that, but right at the bottom throughout the card there's just little pieces of glitter, shiny. And so I thought that might just make those snowflakes pop. So I'm just going to do it on top of the snowflakes. I'm just trying to make sure I get it all saturated. Okay, and then I'm just going to add just a little bit right on the berries on the hat. And let's see. In person, I hope that you can see in the camera. In person, it's showing up pretty good. And it does kind of blend in with the glitter on the card. So let me show you really quick. I've already got the make and take packets for card 1 and card 2. So this one is card 1, and this is the envelope I use that I put them in. Everything comes in their own envelope. So for this card, for instance, this is exactly what you're going to receive. I'm pulling this out. It's going to be somebody's that I'm going to mail to them. You're going to have your base of real red, your embossed Coastal Cabana, your basic black, your designer series paper, what you're going to stamp your images on, your banner, and then your other banner, and then your real red oval, and then your snowflakes are right there. So visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.com. And make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by.